Understanding an audience. So, by the point you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, I have an audience, but I don't feel like I'm communicating with my audience that well. I don't feel like my audience are really understanding me, and you feel like you've lost your rhythm. So, let's dig into understanding an audience and why it may be going wrong for you. So, first of all, your offer to your audience. What is it that you offer in your content? What is it that you offer in your marketing? What is the reason why people such as your audience and others in the future may come to you? What is it that you offer? Why has your audience followed you and what service are they consuming? So let's put an example of you're helping people with social media, for example. The reason they're following you is because you're giving them value on social media, you're giving them tips, you're helping them get from point A to point B. And the service they're consuming is all the value you're giving them. And that's the reason why you've got them retained. And if you focus your content around the actual content itself, the growth and the interactions, it brings your audience together and it brings them towards you, and it goes back to the main point of understanding your audience from the perspective of, yeah, they found my content enjoying, they enjoyed my content, they found the way I was growing and the way I explained my growth really well, and my audience grew with me, and the interactions I had with them, I responded to comments, I interacted with them, I figured out what they liked in my videos, what they didn't like in my videos. And those are the things you need to look out for, because when you're making your content for your audience primarily, so you need to remember, okay, when I'm interacting and when I'm pushing out my content, it's for the audience, for them to interact, get my value, get my offer, and give it back out to them. And for example, you're not feeling like they're understanding your value, they're not understanding your offer, they're not really interacting as if the way they used to be. In that sense, it's okay, let's look at it with, let me adjust my offer, let me do something different. And when you do it to that point, it's adjusting your offer won't help. It's the thing that will start to spiral you overboard, because you're thinking now, I knew my offer, but my offer isn't going the way it used to be. My offer needs to change for them to interact more. And it's not about your offer, because the way you start changing things is the same way it will have that domino effect of you're going to start changing up the way you market things. Yes, if you're diving into something new, it is beneficial, but that isn't the reason your audience came to you in the first place. So when you start adjusting it, you're going to start changing things, you're going to lose that confidence, you're going to topple over that iceberg where you're like, okay, I've changed it so much and I'm adjusting it so much that I'm starting to lose my rhythm, my audience is starting to lose my rhythm, and with that, it will just spiral. But you need to remember to go back to your own offer and your own service. The value that people came, the value that you offered is the reason people came. So in this situation, look at all the big names, Iman, Sohuna, Manjeet, Kevin Pack. They don't change their offer, they don't adjust their offer. They understand their audience, and with that, they understand, okay, this type of content helped me leverage my audience at the start. Let me go back and understand why that is. Let me understand what caused all of them to come over. So when you look at it in that perspective, you think, okay, I don't want to adjust my offer, I want to understand. And obviously, when you look at it with this, value plus the loyalty to your audience builds that trust you want. And these three things are the biggest one, but with a mix of value and loyalty, you get the trust. And when you have the trust of your audience, that's when you start to see the proper results. And the goal is to have that loyalty from that audience. So when you build up the trust, you're already having that loyalty, because you would rather have 50,000 loyal fans than having 100,000 fake ones. So when you put it into that perspective, it's the reason they came to me in the first place was because of this, was because of the way I presented myself, was because of the value I offered. It was all of these things that built up that audience in the first place. And you don't want to go, oh, it's not going well, like I'm not having the same results, and let me adjust my offer. No, because that will be the point where you start to spiral. You just need to go back and think about the steps of my content. It used to be like this, my interactions. All of a sudden I've started to grow quite big and I'm not interacting with them like I used to anymore. So when you put all of those back into effect, when you start to understand your audience, you understand what they want from your content. Maybe they want you to maybe give more free value or create a free community, something like that. Just those little things will help you improve your business by thinking, okay, now my audiences, I understand what they want, because from my content they want me to be a bit more direct. By you just understanding that, understanding them and understanding that point, is going to be like, okay, I understand them. Now they're seeing that result they wanted to see. They wanted to see that piece of content that I was missing. And obviously that piece of content that you were missing, it's your own offer, it's your own service. So you're confident in what you're presenting them. And all of a sudden you've now got 10 more people who are all ready to pay you, because just understanding them helped them build that trust, build that confidence within you. And now all of a sudden you're having 5 to 10 more people, 5 to 10 more clients every month, just from being able to understand your offer. And in that point now, if you're still a bit unsure, if you're still a bit lost, just message me on Instagram, let's go, and I'll see if I can actually help you understand and look at it from a different perspective and try and figure out why, and help you scale and start getting in those extra few clients every month. Thank you.